guys, welcome back. Happy Friday. Why did I say happy Friday? It's payday for me, that's why I said Friday. It's not Friday, it's Wednesday. Anyway, I have spent the last 40 minutes, half an hour or so, looking over my pay this month because it's really different to other months since I've been off work, signed off. So what that means is from my job I get half pay, and that's mixed with some statutory sick pay until I return to work, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, that means that the budget is different, and of course everything that went wrong with, not went wrong, but came up with Winnie needing her surgery, having to empty the BBMU binder. I was just going over figures, making sure that it's still all okay. So I thought we'd get into it together and you can have a look. I'm not shy, I don't really have anything to hide as far as how I'm making it work with me and the two kids. So I thought we could have a look together, and if you have any suggestions or just comments, insights, I would happily take them. I know we're all on a similar journey together. We all have different things going in and out, don't we? I just have to be very disciplined because I really don't want to miss out on BBMU. And I had about, let's see, I had saved 225 pounds in this binder in April towards BBMU. So that included hotel and petrol, but my mom has been very adamant that she doesn't want me to drive my car there. So I will be taking the train, but we will look at that in a bit. Okay, so I'm not going to rush through it, but I also don't have tons of time because I have to go pick up the kids. And while I'm using my phone to record, I have no idea what time it is. Unless I ask Alexa. So let me just zoom you in a bit. Hopefully it's not. I know. Okay, for those of you who like organized budget binders, this is not the video for you, and I don't mind if you skip. Everything's in a different color, scribbled out. Anyway, fixed bills this month. We have insurance, which for my car, which is £77.10. We have road tax, which is $37.62. Max Plan is my Monzo bank account, which I don't have to pay for, but it has travel and breakdown insurance. And even though I have Life 360 for this rate, which also covers breakdown for my whole family and my sister in America, I like the idea of having the travel insurance attached to it as well. I also pay for Revolut, but it's not listed here because I've already paid for it. And I'm not including it yet until Universal Credit does another thing. I do pay for Revolut as well. Again, that's for Revolut, though. The reason I pay for that is so that I can get cash out without paying a fee. Because even though I have a co-op bank account, I don't have a co-op bank near me. And you can still only get $250 out at a time at the post office. So I just started getting frustrated. Anyway, neither here nor there at the minute. I have color-coded everything. So these are like my fixed bills. I'm proud of myself that car insurance has not bounced once this year since October. Same for road tax. Probably because the car is in my mom's name. I'm a registered driver and all of that, but it's in her name. I then have this expense for the next 6 months, which I've talked about in previous videos, which I am annoyed about. This is Annabelle's residential. I'm not annoyed that she's going. I'm annoyed that they waited until 2 weeks ago to tell us that the first payment was due at the end of this month. And this is 50% discount because she's free school meals. So for the parents whose children are going in year 6, it's double that, which is crazy. And the notice at that school really winds me up. Anyway, we have one-off expenses that I want to show you, which is going to make cash stuffing this month different to the way it was last month, and I was hoping that this wouldn't happen. Anyway, got a parking ticket. Details don't matter. It was one of those ones where you can pay £60 in 14 days. Well, I got the ticket 15 days before I get paid, so now, because of the 1 day difference, which I hate that they allow that, I have to pay £100 today. £100 I owe to my mom because she helped me a couple weeks ago. Same for these amounts here. This is for petrol, Swimming World, we go together. And then I have childcare invoices, which are variable because the amounts are always different. This is when they attended in March, before spring break, Easter holidays, and my housing debt, which changes every month depending on how much I can afford, which is great because I do have arrears with my rent. I think it's still like $14.80, but it doesn't increase, and my rent, my current amount, gets paid direct to my landlord. So we're dealing with it. I then have sort of broken down what my pay looks like this month, just so there's nobody questioning that. Why I moan about this is because of this amount. So this month, with statutory sick pay included and my half pay from work, because I'm down to half pay now, after national insurance and tax, it is, why didn't I write that down? 12 something. That's annoying. It's 12 something. 1281, there it is. I'm tired. I've been marking papers. 1281.02. And that gets paid to me today at 4 because I have Monzo. I get child benefit tomorrow paid at 4 of $179.80. These aren't highlighted, it just, sorry, I went through the paper. I did get some child maintenance last week. I got 100 pounds. 13 of it got eaten in a negative balance. Neither here nor there. I don't know what April's going to look like because right now we're being told that child maintenance won't be sent. So it's a question mark. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to budget it, is what I'm saying. In the past, I've made this mistake and I cannot keep doing it, where I budget the amount I think I'll get a week and then person who's supposed to send it changes their mind. Either they don't send the same amount or they send none at all. So that's what it is. Okay, so universal credit makes my life so hard to cash stuff and budget because it's different every time. And I was talking to Rose from Rosebud's Budgets, who has taken the time to reach out a few times and just let me vent, talk to me, offer advice, and she's just lovely. So if you don't follow her, you should. Anyway, I do get universal credit, and they pay my rent. They pay 100% of my rent, and I'm not saying I'm not grateful for that. I am. My rent, I think, after the increase this tax year, is like $513 and change, something like that. This is what I'm assuming, after lots of arguments with ChatGPT, that I will get because I'm paying my childcare invoices, which together, let's see, equals 134. So you get 85% of your childcare paid, plus a little extra to top up the fact that I'm only getting this month, $12.81. Because normally, I still can't afford to pay my pension into my pension, so I get taxed more. Because if you pay into your pension on universal credit, they class that as take-home pay, but it's not. And so that's why the gender pay gap for pensions is so horrific. So I'm hoping that ChatGPT, after like 3 or 4 rounds of check this, double check this, triple check this, it'll be around this, which I would get on the 15th at 4 p.m. Okay, so I don't factor this in because I never know what that amount's going to be until the 12th. My assessment period runs the 10th of the month to the 9th of the month. Then I get paid on the 16th. So my statement is only ever issued on the 12th unless it's a weekend. So before universal credit, I am working with 1,460 pounds and 82 pence for the month for myself and 2 kids. So I broke everything down into high priority. So bills I'm paying today at 4 o'clock. Anything that's highlighted in purple from this page gets paid today. So insurance, road tax, max plan goes into a pot because it gets paid out. Sorry, it's kind of distracting, isn't it? Oh. This is why I don't deserve an expensive budget binder yet, because I'm all over the place all the time. Life 360 is breakdown cover for all of us, the whole family. Spotify, I have tried again this month to make it work. I cannot stand the ads. I can't stand that you can't choose a song. Hate it. So I'm paying that. YouTube, I put a star next to, because this isn't coming out of what I get paid today. I'm waiting until tomorrow, possibly. I mean, it's a 12-hour difference, really. 24-hour difference. But I put a star next to it because I know they have a different, like a lower version of premium that's $10.99 a month, but it says not all videos are ad-free. I don't really mind the ads. It's the not being able to play it in the background. But I do see value in YouTube Premium because I have ads on Netflix and Disney. So with YouTube and my son who like hates waiting, having to skip, and it's stressful. It's an excuse. It's a privileged excuse. I get that, but it's my sanity. I then have the 2 terabyte Apple thing, which annoys me because please, someone who has an iPhone, explain to me how I pay for this and it still says on my phone that you have your storage is all gone. But if everything's on iCloud, why can't I need an easier way to. This always seems to get full. I don't know how to delete everything off of my phone if it's on iCloud. I don't want to pay for an app to do it for me. So this is like, I hate paying for this, but I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to work a Samsung phone. I don't know. It's like your iPhone or you're not. So there we are. Wi-Fi goes into a pot. That gets paid on time every month as well. It's necessary. Phone bill, I am always a month behind. So I owe £36.50 today. My phone is restricted until I pay this. Don't you dare knock my camera over, mister. Sorry. So when I pay this today, I automatically already owe another $36.50. This is for March, so I owe $36.50 for April. And then again in May. So I'm always a month behind. Which is why I want to cash stuff into my lovely binder, so I don't have to be a month behind. Okay? Right, so if we skip on over here, low priority is not like less important. It's just that it's stuff that I will cover with my mystery universal credit amount. Now, I thought that being a full-time teacher meant that I would be able to get off universal credit. That was the biggest joke that I got told and believed when I was teacher training. Like the idea that you'll get paid enough after tax as an M1, even with 2 degrees. I could have fought for M2 maybe, but after tax it's the same. And I realized that it doesn't matter whether I work 5 days and commute 5 days or work 3 days and commute 3 days. I'm still need universal credit. So for people who assume that people who use, it's just a toy, sorry. People who use universal credit choose not to work. It's not true. And for those, the narrative that you're better off in work on universal credit is also not true. The deductions are crazy. Please make this make sense. So child maintenance is capped. So the earner, the parent who has to pay child maintenance, say they earn £800 a week. They have to pay, that's factored in before tax, right? So they have to pay $128 a week. If they get a raise 6 months later, or the next financial year, the next tax year, to $950 a week, they still only have to pay the same amount because they're capped at £800 of earned income a week. So whether they get a raise or not, they don't have to pay anymore. But universal credit, if you want to go back into work, and usually it's women, they deduct every pound, 50p from every pound you earn from your universal credit claim. So you actually have to work 2 times more, or earn 2 times more, for that to just disappear completely. Please help. Send help. Anyway, this is the amount that I'm working with right now. So this is wages, £792 after these 2 things, and child benefit. Now, I still owe my 2D's parent 1 more session for free because I got paid and had to cancel twice. I got paid yesterday, but still owed a session. So I will tutor 3 more times paid at £30 an hour before the student takes their exams and they don't need me anymore. This usually ends up going to snacks or petrol, like silly, frivolous things, but I've written it down because I do get it as income. And then I have the low estimate, I hope, of £500 from Universal Credit. So overall, this is my total. So this amount, the $792, is what I can withdraw as cash and use for cash stuffing for conscious spending, because we're not ordering anything this month because we're going to BBMU. But it's not $13.83 until I receive this. So for the next 2 weeks, we move with this amount. So I have to divide that. Here, this is where I struggle. Do I cut this in two because I get this again? But then I only have this amount until I get paid again on the 29th, which is BBMU day, right? But I also need to pay for my train tickets, which I'm using a site called Train Split. So far this is the amount that's coming the cheapest. I don't know if you can see that. $115 for the train. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Train tickets. Hotel. Now this is the bugbear I have. I have booked a hotel for 2 nights because of the train. Rare replacements weekend is going to take 6 hours there, 8 hours back on the train. The hotel, if you book the flexi rate so you can cancel it and pay on the day, is £30 more. So if I book the hotel now and there's still rooms for, like, somehow there's still rooms, the hotel is $170 something. So I need to pay those 2 things now to get the cheapest rate. So those 2 things, right, have to come out of the $792. So, because is 2 weeks advanced enough? I don't know. Probably not. 792 minus 115 minus 170. So £500. So then I'm splitting £507 by 2. So 250, 250. So 250, 250 per week for the next 2 weeks. Oops. For gas, electric, I mean petrol, not gas. I only have a fully electric property. Petrol, electric, and groceries. Like no fun money. I don't know if I'll cash stuff anything. I can do it. If I really want to go to BBMU, I can do it. But is it sensible? Like, I've been waiting so long to go to BBMU. Like, the desire to want to go and meet other people and, like-minded women is, like, it runs really deep. Like, I really want to go. And I feel like the person who is responsible for this is holding it back because they don't want me to go. Like, and I'm just saying that because based on experience over the last 13 years, 12. Yeah, that they think it's silly. So if they withhold this, then I can't go. So anyway, I have a rough idea. I think I'll just take out this week's money. So I don't know what cash stuffing videos are going to look like this month or the next couple of weeks, because now that means that any spending money, so BBMU spending money, plus money I need to give my mom to do things with the kids, would come out of my pay at the end of May. But if I didn't have that stupid parking ticket and if I hadn't had to go without the CM for so long and other things, I would have had this money. So yeah, I guess it's like here's all the skeletons. This is like a realistic view of what I have. I have a high rate electric meter. They've raised the electric weekly fee to $3.80 a week I have to pay. So I have to pay £3.80 a week on the meter just to keep it running. like as a rental fee. I don't want this kind of meter. They won't give me anything else. It's like a battle to have to call them to figure it out. So that means if it's a pay-as-you-go meter and you pay up front, then you pay a higher rate, right? And then here's the kicker. I got a plumber in this morning. They fixed the sink, which I've been putting off for months. I thought, oh, that'll be the reason the washing machine isn't working. Nope. So now I'm waiting for someone to give me a quote because the call-out fee from the first company I found was £100. So do I go another month without a washing machine? Like, this month, April, I just can't wait to see the back of it because I'm constantly putting out fires. You know, it's like, do I pay for a skip to remove all the bin bags outside my house? Or do I rent a van? Or do I get a washing machine? And I can't, like, there is a company that will do a washing machine on pay monthly. But after 2 years, you give the washing machine back. Or you rent a different model. Like, so that's £280 over 2 years. That's the price of them new. Anyway, it's a bit of a rant. But I thought that I'd never actually done like a budget with me. This is a scatty-brained, rushed budget with me. And that's if this amount is right, and can I get this any cheaper, and should I just stay one night? I don't know. But one night would be exhausting. Like, I can't stay one night because I cannot get there. It's a 6-hour train journey. So I have to take the train the day before. And I really want to go. So, I don't know. I'm open to being told that I shouldn't go. But it's like the one thing I've been looking forward to. I don't have a goodie bag ticket. So anything that I get from there, I would be buying myself. Like, if I had a goodie bag ticket, I probably wouldn't shop very much because I saw the goodie bags last year on YouTube and they were stuffed with things. So yeah, it's less about like shopping and more about just wanting to get to know these people in person, and it's like a secret club, like a boys' dinner club. I don't know. Anyway, so that's where we're at right now. And we will just see how we go. And if I have some stuff to stuff, some cash to stuff, then I will upload it and yeah, see how we get on. Maybe I'll have something Friday, on the actual Friday, not on today Friday. And we'll go from there. But I have to go grocery shopping today, so I won't be able to take cash out, film, and then go. I'm gonna pick the kids up at 3:30. Wait at the gas station until 4 because I don't have enough gas to drive to the store. Maybe I do if I'm feeling brave, and then get some groceries. So wish me luck because I end up spending more money when they're with me, but we can't hold out anymore. Like, the cats have food they refuse to eat. So yeah, that is all for now. Let me know if you have any tips. The hardest thing for me is that I can never seem to find someone who has the exact or a very similar situation. So, single parent, works full time, 2 kids, on universal credit. This is what you make, blah blah blah. So, universal credit, just they don't have their own calculator or their own projected estimate. It's just that would cost too much money. So I think. But yeah, so I hope that it goes well, and if everything goes well and I am disciplined and everything works out okay, we will be going to BBMU. And it's the end of April and payday. Yay! Talk to you soon. Bye.